Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, where you are from. This is Milen Jacob from IRS Group, and welcome to yet another OET All-Stars. So if you're able to listen to me, watch me, please type in the comment box where you're logging in from. It's a pleasure to have you here for this session. And here we go. Right, so today we will be looking at OET Listening Part A, and it's going to be quite exciting because I'll be sharing some important tips on how to improve your listening. Hello, Kanwal. Right. So today's topic will be the do's and don'ts of OET listening. Right. Hello, Satyaveni. Hello, Deepu. Hello, Mercy, Sujin, Rincy, Moniba. Good. Stephanie, hello. Mohammed. Nice to see all of you. Let me know if you are preparing for an OET test that's happening very soon, perhaps Jan or Feb. Shinisara, hello. Hansi, good. Now, for a lot of candidates, OET listening part A could be the easier part. However, there are a lot of pitfalls which we should be aware of. So I'll start with a quick quiz. Anand, Monday, hello. Robin, Jaya. See someone from Pakistan. Oh, thank you so much, Pakistan, northern areas. Please tell me your name, Jaya, Chinsi, Nico, Kenga Devi, Precious, hello Precious, Darshana, right, Maureen. Okay, here. For Jan, okay. Monica is for Jan. Hello, Rebecca, Bed, Kanwal. Right, so quickly type in whether what you see on the screen is true or false. You can just write T or F. Listening part A carries more marks. Hello, James. Dr. Israr, hello. Thank you. Hello, Segu. Yeah. Here we go. Yes. 57% of marks, roughly. It's a rough estimate, not the precise, accurate, scoring criteria. Yeah. Yes. All of you. I think most of you say it's true, which is right. And here's the next question. So this is the second one. The testing focus of listening part is listening for gist. Are you listening for gist in this part? Good to know that it's your first class, Cool Ocean. Agilia, Cynthia. Yes. Rebecca is from the UK. Like Rebecca at OET, the education manager as well. Robin Real. No, I'm sorry, you're talking about the second one. Yes. Yes, you're right. It's not just that we are looking at. Okay, how about the third one? Are we listening for specific detail? Third one, I'm looking at an answer for the third. Right, here we go. Yes, that's true, right? How about this one? Minor spelling mistakes are accepted in listening part A. Are minor spelling mistakes accepted? Just trying to catch up with your chat. Sorry, I can't read all the names now, but I'll definitely go through it and get back to you as well. Lucky, Nisha, Nadi, Agilia, Lekha, Mr. Mahi, Mille, Albi, Kevin, right? Yes, minor spelling mistakes are accepted, but later I'll be explaining what it means and the impact it can have on our listening. Accuracy is not important while recording the answers. That's false. So your answers should be accurate. All right. So my first, question in the main session is, this is not the quiz. What should you do during the reading time? Now, if you look at a part A question, you have 30 seconds. What are you supposed to do? How do you effectively use that time, the 30 seconds? Any answers? Please type in, because that is crucial. How you use the 30 seconds, what you do during the 30 seconds is going to impact your answers and how accurate they are. So that's something which we'll be looking at. You're supposed to anticipate the answers. What do you mean by anticipation? How do you anticipate? Exactly, yes. Predict the answers, Lucky. Yeah. Mohammed, read headings, subheadings, yes. Gulbahar, yes, I'll be doing that. Kanwal, read all questions, yes, yes. Yes, Jinsi, Janet, underline keywords, yes, all those things. But one thing which you can also do is try to anticipate the answer. So anticipation is the skill of making a calculated expectation of the answer. It's kind of a guessing, but much more higher than guessing. Yeah. So let's try one. On the screen, you have a bullet point. Describes the pain as dash. That's right, Lucky. Whether the answer is, a noun, verb, adjective, yes. Mahi gaming, focus on keywords and underline, yes. Yes, but exactly. So can you guess or anticipate or predict what type of word comes here? Yeah, Muhammad says it's excruciating, acute, intense, throbbing. Very good. But before that, I want you to identify the word type. So it's going to be a noun, a verb, an adjective, an adverb, all those things. And then we'll come to your anticipation. the prediction part. It's an adjective. That's right, Mohammed. Yes, it's an adjective. Sorry, Mercy. But okay. So now that you know it's an adjective, yes, lucky, that's right. Nadi. Here are some examples, and you've already given me a lot of examples. So really good too. Absolutely interesting. Thank you, everyone. So you now have an idea that what anticipation is and how it will help you. Now, when you anticipate something and when you actually listen to that word, you'll be able to pick it quickly. If you're traveling on a train or if you're flying and you hear an announcement, of course, some airports don't have an announcement these days, but that's all you have, and you hear the name of the place you're going to, the city, and even if it's very feeble, you'll be able to quickly grab it. That's the power of anticipation when you know what you're trying to listen to. Okay. Great. Here's another one. First, tell me what type of word it is. Another GP thought it could be. So it's a noun and it's a condition. Okay, now I'll give you some examples of what it could be, because the bullet point above says GP suspects it to be Crohn's disease. So this could be something closely related, gastro. So you could be IBS, constipation, gastritis, colitis, peptic ulcer, celiac disease, anything in that spectrum. And Dash confirmed diagnosis. So how was the diagnosis confirmed? Guess, anticipate. Yes, that's right. It's a noun, it's a test. So think of tests that could be used to identify gastroenterological condition. Think of possible tests. So you have barium X-ray, CT, endoscopy, ultrasound, an MRI, stool analysis. Could be any of it. Very good. Now, the next thing that you can do is use the headings. So you'll have, at least 4 or 5 headings. Think of some common headings that you have seen in the consultation extracts. Okay. I think it's investigation, Mohammed. Yes. Right. So here are some examples. Yes. I've included investigations as well. All right. Now, the third thing that I want you to do is use the untested information. Can anyone tell me what is untested information? What do you mean by untested information? So think of it What do you mean by untested information? Now, untested information is those bullet points without a question or gap, right? And they act as placeholders. So I've got an example for you. If you look carefully, the first bullet point is an untested information. GP suspected possible Crohn's disease. So when you listen to that part in which the patient is telling about his or her GP, having a suspicion that it could be Crohn's disease, you know that very soon the audio will move to the next question, which is what another GP thought. So that's going to be very helpful. And then that would be followed by the test. Yes, we've already seen that. But those bullet points are very helpful. And the reason is that sometimes, I hope it doesn't happen to anyone, but sometimes people lose track of where they have been listening. So you could be looking at a gap for, let's say, question number 5, and the audio moves on to 6. So you try to, catch up. And, so that's something called a cycle stand effect, which means if you have a stack of bicycles and you push one, all of them will be on the ground. So that should be avoided. So these bullet points without a gap, the untested information is going to help you with that. So use that to improve your performance in this part. And then identify keywords. So what do you mean by identifying keywords? So in the question, think of what could be the keywords. So look at what I have underlined, in bold. So these are all keywords. The perhaps most of the content words could be keywords, but again, look at the context, how important that could be. So now the importance is that these keywords that you see in the question could be paraphrased in the audio extract. The patient could be, or the health professional could be talking, discussing as a paraphrase. So you may not hear the exact word in the question. For instance, here you have GP suspected possible Crohn's disease. So the patient could say, "My doctor thought that it is possibly, or it could be Crohn's disease." So when they say could be, the GP thought it could be, you don't hear the word suspected or possible, but yes. So that's again one skill that's very important. I'd say it's one of the most important skills you have to develop. Because if you don't follow the paraphrase, if you are not able to identify the synonyms, then you may lose out, because you could be trying to look for the same word which you'd never hear. Right. And among the do's, one of the final pieces of advice that I would give you is to focus on the patient. Now, I know a lot of you could be practicing with a lot of content where the doctor is, or the nurse or the health professional is talking a lot. But in OET Part A, we'll be listening to an extract which is patient-centered. Almost all of it, most of it could be what the patient says. So I put almost 95%. So you need to be able to understand what is patient-centered care. And in some parts of the world, like here in India, you may not be used to it, but when you are trying to prepare for OET or trying to work in countries where patient-centered care is the norm, is the normal, then it's important to learn that. Charles is asking, how do I get the accents right? Well, I don't have a quick answer for that. Listen to a lot of accents. The more you listen, you'll be able to identify them. So you have all those various accents which could help you, if you primarily try to listen to a variety of accents, like British, Australian, and Canadian, American. But then you can't just generally say like it's British accent, because if you go to the UK, you have hundreds of accents. So, even in the UK, like if you travel up north, it could be different. Something like a Yorkshire accent, which could be different from the traditionally so-called working class accent, the Cockney accent. So you have a variety of that. And compare that with a posh accent. So it's going to be quite interesting. I would ask you to listen to a variety of accents and don't just focus on clinical settings alone. Try listening to what you enjoy. If you like comedy, watch comedy from different parts of the world. And that's one way in which you can can train your ears and your brain to a variety of accents. So I have to move. We're running out of time, but let's see. And finally, pay attention to grammar. Although you don't have to write anything grammatically, grammatical cues are important in the notes. So that's important. But remember that articles or prepositions are optional in the answer, so you don't have to worry too much about including an article or not. And if at all you have to write anything that's grammatic, don't make a grammar mistake. All right. So thank you for having us help you prepare for OET. And if you're interested in having a one-on-one session or a classroom training or a group class from IRS Group, feel free to contact us. You can register for a course on our website, irslearning.com. And I have on the screen our Indian telephone numbers, which also have WhatsApp. So you can send a message. You can request a free demo session if you're interested, and our student counselors will guide you through the process. Perhaps help you to have an assessment done, and then you can enroll in a course that suits you. Now we are going to look at the don'ts. So one thing you should avoid is making spelling mistakes. So, minor spelling mistakes are accepted, but make sure you don't make mistakes. The meaning must be clear. So I'm just trying, someone asked me, what do you mean by minor spelling mistake? And simple words must be spelled correctly. So even if it's a minor mistake, like you spell fruit or vegetables wrong, that's not considered minor because it's a very basic word, and you shouldn't make a mistake there. It could be perhaps maybe an A1 or A2. So, the elementary levels on CEFR, the Common European Framework of Reference, and you are, preparing for an exam, which is C1, an advanced level exam. So you shouldn't be making mistakes with very basic spellings. Can you identify the correct spelling? It's Crohn's disease. So which spelling you think is right? But most of these spellings wouldn't impact your score because they all sound right, except for maybe Crohn's, which is slightly different. Thank you so much, Aditya. Right. Okay. Okay, that's right. Nisha, Robin, Alzheimer's. I'm coming to it, NBUK diary. I'll discuss it right now. Yes. Here we have dementia. Thank you so much, Finim YT. You'll see me more in the new year. That's right. And finally, acetaminophen. Mostly all of you have chosen the right spelling. Before we sign off, I've got clopidogrel for you. NBUK diary, I'm coming to it very soon. I'll be discussing singular plural in one of the upcoming slides. If you really enjoyed this session, please share it with your friends and like us. And this is being streamed on OET official channel. So make sure you share it and always follow all the OET All Stars. So another thing you shouldn't do is change the meaning. That's important. So think of instances when minor spelling mistakes can change the meaning. Thank you so much for your hundreds of likes. We are honored. We are happy to help you in your OET preparation, your journey as health professionals. Yeah, here we go, NBUK diary. Singular plural, yes. So how does it impact? Pain in his arm and pain in his arms. Does it mean the same? No, it doesn't, right? It's just one arm. Perhaps you could be suspecting maybe an angina. You never know, depends. But pain in both arms could probably be the patient lifted heavy weights, perhaps muscle pain. We don't know. But meaning-wise, they are quite different. Hope that addresses your question, NBUK diary. Sorry, I can't get your name. And another thing that should be avoided is, writing a homophone. No, that's not a spelling mistake, but homophones are words with similar sounds, but different meaning, like, waste and waste. So wanted to reduce waste, wanted to reduce wastage. So that could also lead to a wrong answer. Right. You're not supposed to paraphrase. That's again something you should not do. For instance, in the audio you hear, and then I felt dizzy. I also had a strong feeling of fatigue. And if you write, experience dizziness and tiredness being a paraphrase of fatigue, you will not get marks because you're not supposed to do that. Yes, it will reduce your marks in BUK diary. You will not get marks if it's wrong. If it's like, the extract, it's a plural form, and then you wrote a singular, you will not get marks. Again, for instance, if you write hospital for hospitals, well, if you say like, just hospital, it could be just one particular hospital and not hospitals in general. So that's the difference. All right, so let's give it a try. I'll play an audio extract and I want you to, well, if you say like, type the answers if you can. Just hospital, it could be just one particular hospital and not hospitals in general.
It would be helpful for me just to sort of find out a bit more about home life and work life and ask a few questions in that area.
Give it a try.
Okay?
I'll play an audio extract and I want you to.
So do you work?
Well, if you say like, type the answers if you can. Just hospital, it could be just one particular hospital and not hospitals in general.
It would be helpful for me just to sort of find out a bit more about home life and work life.
All right, so let's give it a try. I'll play an audio extract and I want you to.
So do you work?
Well, some mornings I just can't type the answers if you can. Just hospital, it could be just one particular hospital, not hospitals in general.
It would be helpful for me just to sort of find out a bit more about home life and work life.
All right, so let's give it a try. I'll play an audio extract and I want you to.
So do you work?
Well,
I've got 2 mornings, I just can't
type the answers if you can. Just hospital, it could be just
one girl, one boy,
sometimes, not hospitals in general.
It would be helpful for me just to sort of find out a bit more about home life and work life.
All right, so let's give it a try. I'll play an audio extract and I want you to.
bother now. I've got a new family. I've got 2 doesn't see them at all.
That must be quite hard on both you and them.
I try and be a good mum, but it is very difficult.
Okay, I'll play it again.
Any help or support? It would be helpful.
Sorry for the echo, I'm playing it again.
It would be helpful for me just to sort of find out a bit more about home life and work life and ask a few questions in that area. Would that be okay?
Yeah, it's fine, sorry. Yeah.
So do you work?
I work in a job centre. Gets a bit stressful at times. We've got to see so many people. Of course, they're stressed.
I've got some patients who work in the same environment. It's very high pressure, isn't it?
Yeah. Some mornings I just can't be bothered to get out of bed, and it's that's worrying me because I phone in sick, and you know, it's not good to have a sick record, is it? It's not like me.
And who else is at home with you?
I've got 2 kids.
How
One's
old are
one
they?
girl, one boy. Or Richard, who's the youngest, he's 7. And Marie, she's 9.
Do they get to see their father much?
No, he can't be bothered now. He's got a new family. He doesn't see them at all. They're very good kids.
That must be quite hard on both you and them.
I try and be a good mum, but it is very difficult.
Do you get any help or support from anyone else?
Oh, my mum, she's wonderful, but she has arthritis, and so she does what she can.
Does she live locally?
Yeah, she's just round the corner, and she picks the kids up from school, and yeah, she's an angel. She helps me lots.
What about you? What about your hobbies and things you enjoy doing?
I used to enjoy going to the cinema with my friends. Even line dancing, we used to go down to the village hall line dancing. But that's been a while ago.
All right. So let's look at the answers. I've seen most of you type in your answers, and yep. All right. Sorry for the disturbances with the audio, but I'm happy that most of you have got it right. Right. So it's finally question time. Type in your questions. Some of these questions might not come right away, but I'll definitely be answering all of them. If you have any questions on your OET preparation, I'd be happy to answer those questions. Good, Dr. Akil. Just waiting if any questions are coming in, because there could be a slight delay for your questions to appear in my chat box on the screen. Dr. Akil, yes. Please be in touch with us and we can definitely help you with your mock tests. Thank you, Anita, for the word of appreciation. You're so welcome. Well, Aditya, if it's a minor mistake and, for instance, we looked at clopidogrel, instead of, C, you start with K, it's still a minor spelling mistake and you will not lose marks. Most of the clopidogrel spellings we saw, you'll get marks because it still sounds clopidogrel, yes. Yes, Manish, you can have a look at some of the sessions on listening part B and C on OET official YouTube channel. And also, sign up for a preparation. We'd be happy to help you. Yes, definitely, Charles. Yes, you can. Alec, Elia Quillam, how do we know that the answer should have 2 to 3 words? You don't know if you can't know if it's going to be 1 word or 2 words or 3 words. You just write what is required and avoid something that's already in the question. You're welcome, Lekha. Thank you. Right. Well, Nisha, feeling dizziness, breathlessness, those are the noun forms, right? And feel is a verb, right? Kenga Devi, yes. Please be in touch with IRS Group. We'll be happy to help you. Lekha Shijo, there are some sessions which I've done and other OET All-Stars have done. And in the coming year, there will be more sessions on Part B and Part C. So in the meantime, you can watch some of the previous classes which are available on OET official YouTube channel. Right. Making a mistake with article, you don't have to include the articles in the first place. But if you make a glaring mistake, I'm afraid, medicos. All right. So thank you so much, all of you, for attending this session and having me and IRS Group help you in your OET journey. I'll see you in the new year. So wish you all a happy Christmas. If you celebrate Christmas, happy seasons, greetings. Thank you very much. Sure, Dipu, that would be covered soon. Thank you. And I wish all of you a very happy new year.